Yeah, good evening, everybody. Today I want to discuss a chapter, digestion and absorptions, for those who have taken prepared themselves for NEET Medicaid and JNPAS. So the name of that particular chapter is digestion and absorption. So I want to discuss which questions and which terminology is very much important for NEET and JNPAS. So we know such as intrinsic factor, or which is known as the caseous intrinsic factor. We know uh, basically which helps to the absorption of vitamin B12. So caseous intrinsic factor is very important. The hepatopancreatic ampulla is very important. We know in duodenum, and we know in some mucous layer of duodenum contain the Brunner's gland. So very few times the questions is come from that Brunner's gland, which is related with duodenum. And whenever we come to the aspect of jejunum, basically the absorption process, basically absorption of protein, the absorption process is basically performed to the jejunum. We know after whenever it will come from small intestine and enter into the jejunum. And in ileum, what we have seen, it is present basically to the Pear's patch is very important from here. Pear's patch or the Kark ring. So such questions can come out from here. Now the inflammations of appendix, we know appendicitis, and whenever we come to the aspect of salivary gland, then we have to keep remember that saliva is basically responsible for the digestion of carbohydrate. The protein and fat digestions do not occur to the saliva. Okay, so all of you have to keep remember it in your mind. And whenever we come to the salivary gland, then you have to keep remember three duct. One is Wharton's duct, presence in the submaxillary glands. The Tension's duct of Stensen, presence to the parotid gland, and the duct of Rivinus, that is particularly presence to the subungual gland. So these three ducts is very essential. Duct of Stensen, Wharton's duct, and ducts of Rivinus. Okay, and we know in liver, hepatic say and Kupffer is presence, basically very important. And now you have to keep remember that the basic if we just assume the mathematical calculations, so whenever the food stuff, it may be carbohydrate, may be protein, or may be fat, come to the stomach, basically cardiosphincter, the cardiac part of stomach, cardiosphincter is present. So then the hydrochloric acid is actually mixed just to decline the pH. And all of you have to keep remember the different glands, the pancreatic juice, the intestinal juice, or the bile. So they have been mixed here. In carbohydrate digestions, in protein digestions, in fat digestions, basically in case of carbohydrate digestions, hydrochloric acid is mixed, nothing else. But whenever the protein or the fat digestions will be occur, then all of you have to keep remember the common thing, that is the intestinal juice. Now you have to keep remember the intestinal juice contain either carbohydrate containing a carbohydrate digestive enzyme, or protein digestive enzyme, or fat digestive enzyme, such as pancreas. So it contains pancreatic amylase. So that is the carbohydrate digestive enzyme, we know. Or suppose it assumes that the stomach, so pepsin, or whenever the protein digestion occur, pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase A and B. So all of you have to keep remember it. How do the protein digestion and absorption occur? So whenever the absorption occur, then it may be carbohydrate or may be protein. Then we have to come to its common form, that is the simply monosaccharide form. Okay, so this portion is very crucial. The polysaccharide have to break down to oligosaccharide to monosaccharide, because whenever in case of carbohydrate the NAPase monosaccharide transportation occur during the absorption process. In case of D-glucose or D-galactose, or in case of D-fructose, the NAPase independent fasciated diffusion is very essential, so you have to keep remember. And in case of fat we know the bile salt has a very essential functions, because whenever the micelle is actually formed, all of you know it is very important, because the fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, K, they are being basically solubilized to the micelle. So micelle is very important, and the absorption process, the chylomicron production is very essential. You know, so beta monoglycerides, the 50%, the rest 50%, 40%, 10% will remain automatically digested, and the 15% will be converted to to the chylomicron form. And we know in case of fat absorptions, the one was very few we go to the Potai systems, and the remaining rest of the part is go to the Yactii duct. Yes, Yactii duct. So all of you have to keep remember this. So bile salt plays a very crucial role. It remains to the outer side, and basically plays a very crucial role for fat. So this PSR is very important. And bradykinin, all of you have to keep remember bradykinin, role of bradykinin, and Kai, all of you know. And if we look forward, different gastrointestinal hormone, gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin, pancreogymin, how do they do act? Who helps to the secretions of gastric juice, who inhibits it, that portion is very important. And renin is very essential here. And the peristalsis, all of you know, the primary peristaltic, secondary and third level of peristalsis has a very crucial role here. Okay, so this I have discussed about that for NEET Medicae to that particular portions, and the remaining portions will be discussed later on. Thank you. Okay.